Hi, my name is Harold S. McCorkle, and this is Online Success with Harold S. McCorkle, your marketing coach with tips for today's network marketer. I'm the proud father of two sons, Harold and Michael McCorkle, and my lovely wife, Sharon McCorkle. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York by my proud parents, Harold H. McCorkle and Sarah McCorkle, my mom. They educated my 5 brothers and 1 sister on the standard morals of life. I was even in the Boy Scouts, and I still remember the motto, which is, a Boy Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Okay? I graduated from high school. I never went to college, but they say it's never too late, so I will accomplish that someday. I became an entrepreneur early in my 20s because I was fascinated with helping people succeed. I built plenty of successful teams along the way, but for some reason or another, some people came and some people went, through no fault of my own or the companies that I was involved with at the time. But because I'm a very persistent individual, I stopped, I didn't let that really stop me from becoming a top producer. I've learned that just because things can get a little rough sometimes doesn't mean you have to throw in the towel. Winners never quit and losers never win. So if you're here because you're looking for a leader and someone to lead you through the tough times so you can succeed in your business, hey, then I'm your man. But enough about that right now. Let's get started. I'm pretty sure you guys all heard about Empower Network, and if you haven't, well, you're about to learn something now. Here are some of the top income earners and leaders at Empower Network. And the one that introduced me to Empower Network and my sponsor is Tracy Walker. Now, Tracy Walker used to be in real estate. She wasn't always online creating an income. She used to be a very, very successful real estate agent. But because of the economy back in the day, houses were no longer being as popular as they were then as far as being sold. So a lot of brokers and real estate agents actually went out of business, and Tracy was one of them. But she didn't let that detour her from being successful. She just figured that, well, if I can't do it this way, if I can't make it this way, there has to be another way out there that she could actually make an income online to sustain the type of lifestyle and things that she grew to love through her real estate business. Because she had a very, very, very nice house and stuff that they had just bought and everything, her and her husband and things like that. And they practically lost all of that when that happened. So it was a shame, but life goes on and you have to move on. And if you don't quit, another thing will come along. Another person is Nicole Cooper, right over here. Okay, she's really good friends with Tracy Walker. They're real good friends. And when she got into Empower Network, she was 9 months pregnant, okay? And that's one of the reasons. Matter of fact, she didn't really get into Empower Network right away. I mean, she actually had to take a look at it about 10 times before she made up her mind that she wanted to get involved in it, because she saw the amount of income that people were actually earning within Empower Network. So she finally decided to come on board, even though she was 9 months pregnant. And she stuck it out, and became very successful in Empower Network as well. Now, getting down to David Woods and David Sharp. Okay, David Woods, Empower Network was his baby. Okay, now he is the CEO of Empower Network now, and he actually used to live out of a van, ladies and gentlemen, out of a van. Him and his wife lived in a van. They didn't have a house of their own. They had to actually work from a van. He had his laptop and things like that, and he had to work out of a van. He lived in a van. David Sharp, which met him a year or two later or so, he was a drug addict. He was hooked on drugs. before he got into Empower Network. But because he had a daughter, he did not want his daughter to grow up with a father that was, hooked into drugs, anything like that. So that was his why to turn his life around. And he met David Woods. And they formed a partnership. And they're still partners to this day within Empower Network. Okay? Now, if you're asking yourself, well, where did these people all come from? Well, they all came from a similar place. And where they actually really all came from was MLSP, the world's most prestigious internet marketing community. This company builds leaders. And as you can see, here is David Woods, here's Tracy Walker, here's Nicole Cooper, and on the other end, down here in the corner, lower corner, left corner, is David Shaw. They all were a part of MLSP. Why? Because MLSP has the platform to create leaders, top leaders in the industry through the trainings and methods that they use and the tools that they use and the mentorship that they give you. You see, you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself, not with this company. We truly stand behind our people that actually come on board. And if you're a serious entrepreneur person and you want to really succeed, this is the place you need to be. Why? Because this place creates leaders. They teach you how to brand yourself as a leader, as the person to come to. Okay? And that's the type of person you want to be. You don't want to be chasing people around trying to join your company, your MLM company, network marketing company, or whatever, your soap company. You don't want to be chasing people around. You don't want to be bugging your friends and family members and things like that. And then some join you just because they feel sorry for you. So your mom might join because she loves you. Okay, so and then your aunt might join because she loves you, and your grandmother might join because she loves you too. You know, you might even have a best friend that maybe loves you and as being a friend, and they join you too. But what happens after you run out of your warm market of people? There's no more people that you know. Okay? Where do you go then? Well, you need to come to MLSP. Why? Because we teach you how to brand yourself as a leader and have people seeking you. Okay? With their card in hand to join your business. So what is my point, you might ask? Well, let's hear a little bit more. MLSP, this system is currently being used, like I said, by most of the industry's top leaders, such as Nicole, I told you about, Tracy, Cedric Harris, Jim Chow, and that's just to name a few. Alright? Here's an article that was written up in MLSP about David Woods. Okay? At the latter part of 2009, his business was breaking through barriers thanks to the system called My Lead System Pro. David Woods was now involved in the MLSP board of leaders and was simply setting fire to his business's sales charts. Okay? High amounts of traffic and constant leads are now being generated by this man. His sponsoring rate is amazing and so phenomenal that he is being called the rock star guru of MLM, ladies and gentlemen. His level of ingenuity in the MLM game, has allowed him to create the famous SEO article, marketing training, and viral content magic along with Jim Chow and Kenny Gray. Alright? This is a man that lived in a van. I ain't trying to rhyme, just came out that way, but look at the leap, how far he became. You see, MLSP creates leaders. I think MLSP stands for Multi-Leader Success People. That's what I think it stands for. Alright? So if MLSP can produce top income earners like that, what do you think that they can do for you? You know? But you gotta want it. You know, people can see greatness in you. But if you don't see that greatness within yourself, then it doesn't matter what other people see. Okay? It will never happen because you do not believe it yourself. You got to turn things around and believe in yourself. There is greatness in you. But it will never come to the surface if you don't do the things, if you don't gain the knowledge necessary to achieve that greatness. Muhammad Ali used to always say he's the greatest of all times. But he was not always the greatest of all times, but he said it so much that it actually came to pass. And now everybody else recognizes him as being the greatest heavyweight of all times. You see, whatever you believe, you can achieve. You just got to stick with it and be persistent with it. And don't let anything detour you from your dreams. Because once you lose your dreams, you die. Why? Because you have no more motivation. So don't give up on your dreams, my friend. Go after them. Achieve them. Forget what others have to say. They're just haters out there. They don't have a life, okay? That's why they're trying to keep you where they are, okay? Get out from in front of that TV set. Stop watching all those programs on TV and spending hours staring at a screen, because you may just turn around one day and say, wow, I never went anywhere in life because I sat here and looked at a screen all day, stagnant, not doing anything. You know, they say you watch TV programs. I think the TV has you programmed, and you report to it every day to watch your favorite program. You're the program, though, my friend. It's not the TV program. You're the program. And the TV is actually watching you. So get out from in front of that TV. Stop listening to the radio, music and things. All those are programs. If you want to program yourself, instead of programming yourself that way, put on a motivational tape. Put on something that's teaching you some knowledge or something that your mind can absorb that's going to help you to better yourself. You know, when you get in your car or if you're on a train, pull out a book and read it. Something, though, that's going to educate you to help you bring out what? That greatness in you to succeed. Here's a good friend of mine, Diane. You see her holding that check that they gave her at a convention, a big event that MLSP had, okay? She's holding a $10,000 check, ladies and gentlemen. And she didn't get that check by working at her 9 to 5. She got that by doing her own business online and following the knowledge and implementing that knowledge and the methods that they teach you here at MLSP. Look, she gave a webinar and over 492 people attended that webinar. And they stayed to the end. And I was one of them. I was amazed. She gave some valuable content. She shared some valuable content with everybody there. Okay? On how to actually build your business and build relationships with people on Facebook. Alright? And she got 62 likes on Facebook that night too. Amazing. Quick story. There's a person that I just learned from Les Brown. You may know him, you may not know of Les Brown, but he is a motivational speaker. And he was telling a story that I listened to that really got to me, and that was the fact that There's this lady, she went to a big convention, right? Business convention and stuff like that. And there was a speaker speaking up at the front, one of the leaders. And every now and then she like would bend down in front of the table, lowering her head down, bend down, and then come back up. So I was look to see why was she bending down like that. Come to find out, she was writing things down. Now this lady had no legs and she had no arms. So when she was bending down, she picked up a pen and was writing down the information that the guy was talking about at this event. Okay, and Les Brown asked her. He said, have you ever had any obstacles or whatever that detoured you from, or tried to detour you from achieving your goals and actually being here at this big event? And she answered him saying, no, I never had any obstacles in my way at all. And he said to himself, he said, well, there's been plenty of obstacles in his way, but see, you learn things. Some people let obstacles get in their way, let outside things get in their way, but if you just concentrate on the inner you, then the outside stuff cannot even affect you. Okay? If you can understand where I'm coming from with that. Alright? But let's move on. Thank you, I want to say though, for listening, and I hope this information really is some valuable content that you can use. And here's a bonus. Just because you stayed on board and you listened and you watched this webinar, I'm going to give you Facebook Getting Started cheat sheet. It's a cheat sheet. That's a 10-page PDF report to instantly build your brand. That's your brand, you, and help you to get leads and make sales on Facebook. Now, if you want to find out more about it, all you got to do is copy the link down below and put it in your browser, my friend. And it will open up this page that you see now, when you will click on download now, and you will get the free information from me to you. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye for now, because it's about 80 something degrees right now. It's hot where I am. I'm in Brooklyn, New York right now, and Mr. Softy is outside, and I think I want to go get me some of that ice cream that he's selling out there. So I'm going to go for right now, and you take care, and that's all, folks. Bye bye. This is Harold S. McCorkle, your marketing coach, saying so long. Now let me go get me some ice cream. See you later.